is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Dobbs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Running into the open space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now on this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Off the play fake on first down. They get to him as he throws.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job. And you've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Catch in the middle. It's carry on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's carry on. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, Dave?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. The grab, it's guarded. Brought down at the to 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't hit it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
Max going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Intercepted, number 19. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
this defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it away. Touchdown, Nebraska. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you get points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, and a nice return for a touchdown.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. RPO complete to open the drive. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We reached a quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Oh, what the fuck, dog? Shit, kills, bro.
You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic. Not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taking it to the house.
Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At the 35, he's got more. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Got it near midfield. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws.
Oh, fucking God.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly...
Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown,
quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver going in motion. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just tried to drop a little floater in there and it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Grab behind the line. It's Nelson.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Quick release on the RPO. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball.
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a long.
Can't stand bro.
Fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
No, look at this
This
bastard.
time. All the way out across the
Oh,
45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the outside. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Oh, they're after him. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
In the backfield again to make the stop. They keep giving him the ball and keep getting nothing for it. It's complete to the right. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Darnold. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught close to the marker. It's Nelson. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Now adjusting. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Huskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Gets away from one, finds room. them in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Looking to the big tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Got him and nobody's close. He's loose on the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll snag it just inside the 10. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Nelson.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver. Playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. They're just, you could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the RPO, complete. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between.
Going to take a shot. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Looking to throw on first down. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Speeding down the left side. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalries.
They got him in the end zone for a safety, just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Creates a little room.
The returner is brought down at the 36, and the Oklahoma offense will take over 1st and 10.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got...
There he goes! Running inside the 20. Touchdown Sooners! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Darnold. They make the stop. Pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over
interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
With the catch, it's Thomas. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity. Give it.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Unloads quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
They get enough run. rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it inside the 30. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide open receiver.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game.
He's loose down the left side. He's at the 40, at the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cornhuskers will try to pick it up on 4th down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. That's going to be a safety. He just kept backing away from pressure and ran out of real estate. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.